to deal with in general. But for Dedede, it's almost like it's that much worse sometimes. But we'll see what. This is offline, different environment. Atomsk also one of the best at dealing with all these horrible matchups for Dedede. So we'll see what they're able to get going. Starting off game 1 here on small battlefield.
I feel like the thing with Steve is that Steve has an option or an answer for almost every scenario. Like, Steve's one of those characters that can deal with so many because of the unique property of being able to place blocks and, you know, change the battlefield to how you like it. So it's going to be difficult, but Atomsk can make it happen, but going to need to pick the spots very, very carefully because Steve can blow you up if you don't.
Right, exactly. It is going to be very interesting to see how he goes around it. And as you can see, part of the problem here is that Steve likes to, you know, run, get materials, and try to create a wall here.
Getting that wall, boxing DD in, and then sending DD out of that box.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because you look at Steve and he kind of looks like Trump going on a golf business trip. That's just... and he just builds a wall there, too.
Okay. I guess Trump doesn't like the Penguins because he's dealing with DDD so heavily right now.
Oh, man. But yeah, we'll see how this goes moving forward, though. Right now, Atomsk is in a little bit of trouble as, like, again, just what Steve's able to get going here, dropping that anvil, not going to be able to find the hit. But we'll see if Atomsk is able to turn this around. Again, this is a matchup Dedede can struggle with quite a bit here, but is looking very strong.
Yeah, this also just looks impossible to maneuver around.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a big body character like Dedede, you know, you get this character that puts out so many hitboxes and projectiles like the minecart and stuff like that, like Steve can. It could be, you know, a lot of trouble for you.
Yeah, Steve has a potent combo game on anyone, let alone a super heavy. Gonna get hit with that anvil there and gonna lose the stock. We're in a last act situation for Atomsk, and as phenomenal as the player as Atomsk is, this is looking very rough.
Yeah, I think it's just possibly just the Steve matchup in general, man. It's just sometimes when you're playing a low-tier character like Dedede is, sometimes there isn't much you can do about it, you know?
Yeah. Low tier, and I think even if Dedede had better tools, it's just being such a big body makes it so rough. Yeah, we'll take the stock though.
Yeah, no, we'll be able to take at least one stock here, but we'll see if they're able to turn this around. It's all about momentum for Atomsk in this type of matchup. Anyway, is that it? Nope, not going to be able to die. But that one certainly is going to be able to take that, man. That forward smash so strong.
Yeah, especially when you have the gold F smash, it being quicker in nature is even harder to deal with for a character like Dedede.
Yeah, that was definitely a little bit rough there, but look at that, man. That's a face of a killer right there, and look at him. He's planning out his next move to just absolutely eliminate Atomsk as he can.
And then Atomsk, you can see Atomsk kind of rethinking his life up to this point after that game. All right, so you have the Steve pick. I'm assuming we're gonna get the DD out of Atomsk, but it looks like he's contemplating not picking DD, which is crazy. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna stick with DDD. If he doesn't play DDD, it'd be like Banjo, Wario, or Bowser Jr. I don't know if he'd actually play the Bowser Jr. in bracket. I do know he likes the character, but I can tell you that his Banjo is a thing, and the Wario does exist as well.
All right, well, sticking with the DD here, we're at FD. No platform extensions to speak of, but Steve doesn't really care when you can build your own platforms.
Okay, ooh. All right, there we go. Looking like it's a much better stage here so far. Gonna just fly to the other side of the stage. And that's actually kind of unfortunate because one of Atomsk's stronger points of his game is his ledge trapping. And when you got a character like Steve who just says, I'm not going to get ledge trapped. Like, I'm just going to go to the other side of the stage. That's a little bit unfortunate. Ooh, scoop him up, though.
Yeah, that's a great first dog, but I do think it's funny how Steve can just decide not to interact with you sometimes. Oh, getting blocked. Oh, blocked it twice, and I saw someone ask, who was like, oh, someone said, I want to see block DD's up yet ledge. That's exactly what happened there. Yeah. So shout out to the fans real quick, but we're back at an even stock.
I mean, right now, Atomsk looking much better in this game than he was last one. Forward tilting through the blocks and also forcing him to get hit by the Gordo as well. Eating the cart real quick just to get a little bit of a snack. Deciding it doesn't taste very good, spitting it right back out. But look at this, just continuing to pile on some damage here.
Yeah, and one thing I think that's separating this game from last game is Adamus is doing a lot better at avoiding these up tilts and these conversions. He's playing a lot trickier because of that he's not getting caught with 60-70% strings at a time.
Yep, there we go. Great stuff. Gonna get that grab, putting off stage.
Alright. Gonna go for the Gordo here. Needs to get past this ledge trap, which is so brutal against Steve. And okay.
That was a bit of a scary situation, though.
And this is what we're seeing now. We're starting to see these side to sides. He's going edge to edge here, and he just doesn't have the tools to deal with it, but can deal with that ledge jump right there with a back air.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where I feel like Adamus is starting to kind of figure out what wants to do. And he's getting some pretty strong punishes there. Like, he knows that you're going to cart if you jump off stage, right? And he's just waiting to see you jump out of it so you can find you the back air or some other aerial. That was a huge back air from Steve, just not enough to close it out. Ooh, yeah, definitely weird scenario. He uses the blocks that he put down to have a safe recovery.
Honestly, it really had to play from Adamus to be able to use everything on the stage, even if it wasn't there at the start of the game.
Yeah, that's true.
You do what you gotta do. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see us upbeat to the other side, but just minecarting behind him with the back air.
Yeah. I guess good stuff. Might see it right here, though. Nope, just gonna minecart right onto stage. Not gonna be able to get, like, a boosted one or anything like that. You can see the materials are actually really low, too. So this is gonna be a lot of trouble for, as time goes on here. Look at that. They literally have nothing left.
Have one goal to speak of and absolutely nothing else. Adamus not letting them get anything started, but with Steve, sometimes nothing is enough. You're able to get it done with anything.
Yeah, as long as you have the right tools out as well. I mean, that could definitely be huge. Oh, gonna be able to actually just suck up Steve there a little bit. 117 at the moment. Diamond on deck. He better find a way to close out the stock as fast as possible. There we go. Back throw. Out of the grab. See what the tool option is. Not gonna be able to find anything there. Tries to go for the back and will still find it anyway. Closing out the game 2. Well played.
Yeah, I felt like I was trying to find a way to force his way to be able to craft, and Adamus, knowing that, able to prevent it perfectly. I mean, I think that's just a perfect example of knowing your opponent's win conditions and denying them. You see the players laughing it off there, though, so they're in good spirits for game 3. Should be a good one, regardless of how it goes.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what you like to see. When you see two players, looks like they're having a good time playing against each other. That's what you want to see in the long run, man. Because it's fun to see it like that, you know? Ooh, running it back to small battlefield, though.
Interesting choice. I kind of thought Adamus could ban this.
He's probably got a bit of a read on what is trying to do in this game now, so he probably feels a bit more confident here, because even though you allow them to go back to the stage, this is still a very, very good stage for Dedede. Because of those platforms right there, you're able to get a lot of great ledge trap scenarios.
Yeah, could be, and it looks like it's panning out so far, getting the down throw to up air, and keeping on this pressure like you were just mentioning.
Ooh, great back air. Actually using the down smash to create a little pressure on the shield. And going off stage, he waited so long to finally pull the trigger on that. And when he does, he's able to close out the stock as well. Beautifully played.
And that's just an example. Sometimes players, they hold data for these game 3, even last stock situations for when it fully matters. You hold on to a read, you don't punish it, so you can punish it when it actually matters the most. That's exactly what we're seeing here.
Well, we'll have to see right now, because is getting close to closing out the stock here. I mean, we do see 3% on them. And, oh no, the block disappeared right as he was going to land on it. Unfortunate scenario.
It also looks like he almost landed on the next block, but he kind of got pushed out because he landed on the edge of it. I'm going to take advantage of this new stock, though. 63% already, and able to get the damage on nice and quick, but Adam is looking to fire back with whatever he can.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate because there's some scenarios I feel like Atomsk is just barely missing on some of these swings and just taking a punish for it as well. But right now, 94, not the worst case scenario. I know Steve has some pretty crazy kill power, but it does take a little while to kill Dedede.
You see that interesting Gordo interaction there? Almost those blocks almost spelling the end of Uz's life if he was not careful, but just playing around so well, using these up Bs defensively over and over, and it doesn't feel like Atomsk, or more accurately, Dedede really has the tools to deal with it.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to be able to actually get him out of the cart, but no. And this is actually starting to get a little dangerous for you can see that Atomsk is starting to figure it out. He's using these Gordos effectively. Tried to find the up tilt there, won't be able to get it.
All those blocks coming in perfectly for and the next hit's gonna take the stock for either player.
No, not quite.
No, not
Great
quite.
DI. Wow.
That was amazing DI. These blocks. Oh no, it doesn't get hit because of the block. These blocks they are two-toned. They are working for both players right now.
I mean, that's just being a veteran, just adapting to the battlefield and whatever comes to you. And he's going to get an alley-oop off Steve's own block. I feel like Atomus has been using Steve blocks better than Steve has.
You got stuck in the cage with Dedede, which is where you do not want to be.
Right. Yep, tried the forward tilt through those blocks. Won't be able to find it. Gets a 12 to start off here. That's an inhale. Not going to get anything else out of it, though. Is in a bit of trouble. He has to find a way to get out of the situation because Atomus has a lot of momentum riding behind him.
Atomus is like, oh, you're placing these blocks, bet. These are mine now.
Oh, no! No, he's fine. He's fine, right? Okay, that was almost really dangerous. Oh, no! You don't do that. You don't hop off stage and then expect to get back to ledge. King Dedede's dash attack will catch you every time. Beautifully played from Atomus, turning this around, especially after a dreadful game one.
Yeah, near 3 stock, and Atomus just shook it off, getting that, and I felt like they were starting to try. Yeah, he was trying to plank, but just wasn't expecting that option. I think that's one of those options you don't always expect from Dedede because it's an option with a lot of startup, but it is amazing at 2 framing if you're able to time it correctly.